We all want to be successful, right? We all want to achieve great heights, have fame, have name, have money, have abundance of every single thing. But what does differentiate the successful people and the normal or ordinary people or average people? The answer is habit. Like, habit plays a vital role in our day to day life as it defines our life. Whatever we do on a day to day basis is the result of habits which we inculcate through our life. So, I am pretty much straightforward, I know, but whatever you are, whatever position you are in, is the result of your habits which you have built over the years of time. So, that's the bad news for sure. But do you know what is the good news? You can consciously change and build on some good habits which can take you to the road of success. So hello everyone, Pranav here. Welcome back to my channel. मेरा नमस्ते आप सभी को. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing fantastic as always. So today I'm going to share with you this amazing book which blew my mind. I read this book quite a long back ago, like in 2018. But ever since I've read this book, I've never forgotten any single thing from this book. The book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the video. So before I speak about the book, let me talk about the man himself, Stephen R. Covey or Stephen Richards Covey. He was really famous as a non-fiction eminent American author. He is recognized as multi-talented personality because he was a businessman, a successful businessman, if I have to say it correctly, an educator and an influential speaker. He is best known for this amazing book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So this is pretty much about the author. Let's deep dive into the book and see what it has to offer for all of us. Stephen R. Covey changed the world of self-improvement after he published this amazing book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which became the international best-selling book and a go-to resource for anyone who wants to improve their life. Like from top-tier executive to students, this is a must-read book. Like even after 25 years later, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is the most referenced book in its genre. Like, don't you think it's really crazy? 25 years and still it's in high demand. So this is a must-read book. Covey into this book enters into average person's personal and professional life. You can ask why. This is a focus because he believes that's what design anybody's life. This book focuses not on eliminating bad habits but on building a good habit. Like for many people, they just need to polish and sharpen their good habit, but there are certain habits which doesn't come naturally. Everybody has to learn those habits, which takes more of a conscious effort than bad habits will ever do. So Covey defines 7 habits and divided into 2 groups, one being private one and the other one being public. So the first 3 habits which I'm going to talk about is all about private behavior or private habits of a personal human being. Reason being, Covey believed that we need to understand one thing. We can't help or lead a group of people if our habits are not in place, if we are not strong enough, if we don't deliver what we speak about. So it's important to change ourselves first and then lead a team, which means the habit 456 is all about public affairs, leading, management, and stuff. We'll go deep dive into it after we cover the first 3 ones. So, the first habit in the private victory is be proactive. It is very easy to let things go when you don't get the desired results. But take this thing into consideration that you are the driver, the pilot of your own vehicle. So don't you think it's important that you nourish that vehicle? Because if it's not you who will put in the skin for yourself to make a difference and change in your life, then who do you think will come and change that? Like you can bring on anybody and train with anybody, but if you don't want to put in the effort for yourself, then it doesn't make sense. So it's important to be being active in your own life so that you start improving yourself. So I know that being proactive requires a lot of time and effort to maintain. But once done, it's the most beautiful thing to experience. And by being proactive doesn't mean grabbing your life towards your horn. Like, that's too dangerous, right? That you are just after our life. Like, I have to be proactive, proactive, proactive. Being proactive simply means taking charge of the events which you can control and letting go of the events which you can't control. So just focus and take one step at a time which you can take and control of your life and start changing your habits. That's how that's what proactive is all about. So once you've decided to take charge and be actively taking charge of your life and improving on it, it's amazing to see that the results you will get. But however, you need to plan it very strategically. With that brings us to the second habit which author talk about is begin with the end in your mind. What does he mean about this? Like before that, let me give an simple statement which author says is the psychological creation plays a vital role, which makes the physical creation of our goals easier. So, whenever you try to set a goal in your mind that yes, you want to achieve this, start mapping out things. That what is the end result? What are the obstacles you are going to face? Then, what will happen is like you know exactly what is coming, and whatever happens, nothing will shook you because it's important to maintain the relationship around us as well, because what happens most of the time is we tend to embark on our journey and towards our goal, but we fail to recognize and uh, maybe acknowledge people around us. We might behave badly with them because it's not about what you achieve right now, but how many people come to your funeral when you die. So, which brings us to our third habit. I think it's really important, which is put first things first. So, what does it mean? It means simply that to prioritize your things. Like just like habits, everybody has priorities and it varies from different people to people. So it's important to prioritize things which is really important, and which brings us to acknowledge the second habit, because if you have a psychological thing already ready in your mind and you have a physical thing also written on a piece of a paper on your goal, so it's important to prioritize which one is more important for you. Your goal is more important or watching a movie in a Netflix. Your goal is more important or hanging around with friends of no purpose. Your goal is more important of investing and making huge impact there, or going out and splurging on things which you don't need right now, which might end up selling things which you might need at the end. Think about it. So it's important to prioritize your thing, how you are going to take action, which actions you should take first every single day. So in order to do that, what I do personally is to make a to-do list into different parts. First part being very important things, then basic things, and then normal stuff like which I focus, like maybe if I get time I do them. So and do them order wise. Like I do that first very important stuff, then important, and then basic. That's how I progress. It helped me understand so many things. So think about it. So once you've mastered these three habits, which means you've learned how to manage yourself, your activity, your day-to-day habits, then you can say that you're ready to help and lead a group of people. Which brings us to our public victory. When you are developing a habit which lead to person, which means you're creating a situation for yourself which will lead to a success, a win-win situation for you guys. But that will be a personal situation only. But what if I have to tell you in the public place, you need to think win-win. Like for example, you need to also think about others people winning, what they will get. Which brings us to the fourth habit, think win-win. A win-win situation is really ideal in any public sphere, because where people are trying to pull each other down, there will be you who will always think, how can I make that person feel fulfilled or valued with your service and product? Like for example, if you have to take any company's example, even you can take any example you like to, that every company or an entrepreneur, what they do is they give solution to people's problem, and in return they make money. So they're adding value. It's a win-win because public is getting what they want, and in return they're also getting what they want. Simple. It's a win-win situation for both ends. Think about it. This one is a very powerful habit. I personally love this, and I believe that most of the people lack this thing because this is the key skill which required for a leader to have, to lead a team of thousands, millions, or billions of people. So, which means is seek to understand, then to be understood. That's our fifth habit. So, listening is a very key skill because where people wants to talk, there are people who wants to get listened as well. Like everybody loves to get listened. Everybody likes to get valued. If nobody is there to listen to anyone, then how does it make a good relationship? Think about it. If you want the other person to listen to you, first try to listen to their problem, what they have in their mind. Think about it. In the world around here where people are just chatting, texting, doing stuff, they want to say things, they want to speak. But if there is nobody to listen, if everybody will start speaking, who will listen then? Have this thing in your habit that you will listen first, understand that person, and then take action, and then make that person understand. The sixth habit is synergize. I think it's very important to acknowledge and encourage people, individuals' effort which they put in. And the more network you have, the more effective solutions you will come up with. Because multiple point of view on a single problem helps you out to understand and come up with a viable and a creative solution for people you are out for. So it's amazing. It's important to acknowledge them. It will make them feel acknowledged, make them feel happy that they are recognized. Their work is getting recognized now. So the final habit. You might be wondering what can be the final habit. The final is sharpen the saw, bringing it everything together, which means you need to keep on developing and working on these habits. You have to narrate a story. There was a wood collector who used to work in a forest, and there were many trees. Like he thought that if he can work here, cut trees and take them back to the street, then he will make more money. So what happens is he keep on cutting trees. Day 1, 10 trees. Day 2, 8. Day 3, 5. Day 4, 2. Day 5, he could barely cut a single tree. And he was all flooded with blood, with sweat. He tried a lot, like he's just trying, he's unable to do it. And then he saw some other person doing the same. Then he asked him, what is the problem behind me not getting cut the trees more effectively? He says that, when was the last time you sharpened your saw? And there was a click. Think about it. You can have an habit, but if you don't do it regularly, if you don't sharpen it every single day, where that habit will lead to? You need to keep on working and sharpening those habits so that you are up to date. So work on your physical self, personal self, spiritual self, and social self. It's important to have a balance of everything. So in a nutshell, everybody has habit, good habit or bad habit. And there are certain habits which they are not even aware of, which people can notice but they can't, which is even more dangerous because we are not consciously aware of our habits. So this book helps you consciously alter your habits and make sure that you are in the right direction. I'm sure that you guys might be wondering from where you guys can grab yourself a copy. What I will do is I'll put in the link in the description box, with the help of which you can buy the book and even support my channel. So this is pretty much about the video, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and start implementing these habits in your life every single day. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my video and tuning in today. If you guys find any value in the video, then do like this video, share it with your friends and family, and do let me know in the comment section where you guys are tuning in from. And I'll see you next week again with a smashing video. I'm sure that will going to blow your mind. Till then, मेरा नमस्ते आप सभी को.